Hi, welcome to the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy, and comment your thoughts and opinions on the stories. Let's get started. Am I the antagonist for not wanting to attend my GF's boss's wedding? My GF, 23F, and me, 24 male, have been together for over 2 years. While I'm finishing my last year of my degree, she has started as a physiotherapist at the start of the month. She joined a group of practitioners in another village, which is 2 hours away from where I study, so obviously we don't see each other as much as we used to. Therefore I have promised to keep as much weekends free for her as possible, giving up time with my own family and friends. I don't mind this BC, I love her and enjoy spending time with her. Recently her new boss is getting married and invited my GF over to the wedding and said that I could come too. Since the wedding falls on a Saturday, my GF thought I would be coming, so she rushed. I'm kind of annoyed because I really don't feel like going to a wedding when I literally don't know a soul and she would know 3 people tops. When I told her this was like 3 weeks ago, she got mad and said that I already was breaking my promise to her. I feel like I did not break any promise. I still kept the weekend free for her. Like I told her, she is not obligated to attend the wedding and certainly can't force me to go. I told her she can go if she wants to, but that I will be without me. If she wants to spend time together, she will not go. She still calls me an asshole over this, is still mad at me, and brings it up anytime she can, which drives me nuts. My mom also tells me I'm in the wrong, but my friends think I should stand my ground. TLDR, I refuse to go to the wedding of my GF's new boss because I won't know a soul, even though I promised to keep the weekends free for her. This promise doesn't mean I have to do whatever she wants, in my opinion. Edit. Thank you all for the replies. I get that I did exclude a couple of key factors because I don't like sharing too much about my personal life, but I realize I am, in fact, the asshole. People telling me to suck it up doesn't really sit right with me, but you have made me realize that I'm blowing this way out of proportion and should just go with her and make the best of it. Thanks to all the people who gave good, nuanced advice. I'll take it to heart. NTA, nothing you don't wish to do should be required of you. The majority of comments that claim otherwise are completely insane. Nobody has to go to someone else's wedding, even if they didn't ask, and it was someone they didn't even know. Comment by team member Alex. Now for the top comments. AITA. 1. Your girlfriend wants to go too. It is important for her, professionally, to attend her boss's wedding. 3. You promised to leave the weekends open for her. And 4. You have no other plans that weekend. Yes. Sometimes having a girlfriend means attending weddings etc. where you don't know a lot of the people and would prefer not to attend. Just like she has to have dinner with your parents. I sympathize. But it goes with the territory. If you don't like it, break up and be alone for the rest of your life. Because this sort of thing is likely to happen with any significant other. I feel like I did not break any promise. I still kept the weekend free for her. Like I told her, she is not obligated to attend the wedding and certainly can't force me to go. I told her she can go if she wants to, but that I will be without me. If she wants to spend time together, she will not go. Do you think you can split that hair any finer? You're the a-hole. Can people not understand that sometimes in a relationship, and yes, even in your adult life, you have to do things you don't want to do? Op promised to leave the weekend open, so she made plans for them. Welcome to a long-term relationship. It's about supporting your partner, not a competition about who spends time doing what. AITA. You love her and know that this is important and unavoidable for her. It's not like she's attending a wedding every week. Learn to think of her interests instead of yours. Alone. Apologize and attend. Better communication is needed. In my marriage, we have a rule: no one is obligated to attend the other's functions. Now we discuss it and ask if the other is interested in attending and go from there. It works for us and our families are both aware, so it's not an insult, it's just if we need some me time, we are going to take it. Soft, you're the a-hole. While both of you have reasonable positions, I kept the weekend free for her. She doesn't have to go, is catastrophically missing the point to the point of gaslighting her. This is one of those scenarios where a compromise is necessary, and you need to have an adult discussion about what the compromise looks like. Keeping time free for her, but only on my terms, is not keeping time free for her. Assuming you would come without even asking, and not taking no for an answer, not the a-hole. Most comments who are saying otherwise are batshit crazy. No one is obligated to attend someone else's wedding, let alone if haven't been asked, and it's a person they don't even know. NTA, you shouldn't have to do anything you don't want to do. There are other weekends to spend time with each other. She can go by herself. But if you don't go, you are being unsupportive in her time of need. And she'll have growing resentment over this. So you got to decide, is your comfort worth losing her over? I'm saying not the a-hole, since she made the decision for you that you'll attend the wedding of someone she's known less than a month. Not a member of her family or her best friend, but the boss she's just met. She doesn't need to go, and neither do you. I'll say not the a-hole. I don't like to attend big events. I avoid weddings unless I'm working at them. Family parties always leave me drained. I put on a fake smile because my family deserves it. You don't have to though. Am I the antagonist for asking my boyfriend to unfollow all the girls he doesn't know on social media? I, F19, have been dating my boyfriend, male 19, for almost 2 years now. A year ago I decided to do this thing I saw on TikTok to see the order in which someone follows people on Instagram. I decided to do this on my boyfriend because I didn't think anything would come up. But of course it did. I found a bunch of girls he followed that posted a lot of bikini pictures and other provocative shots. He had also been liking their pictures. I confronted him about it, and he said it was a mistake and he wouldn't do it again. A couple weeks later he did it again, and said the same thing. I decided to trust him, and since he said it was just pictures, I tried to ignore this the best I could. He agreed to unfollow those girls that had been posting those type of pictures, and that was that. He then agreed he would not like any girl pictures at all, which I said was too extreme, but he insisted. Recently he decided to purposely like a girl's picture that emphasized her body a lot. She wasn't in a bikini though, more of a tight dress. It was after we had gotten back together after a short breakup. During that breakup I went on a dating site, but never actually went out. He knew about this, which is why, when we got together again, he did that. She also has an OnlyFans. He claims he didn't know. He blocked her, and that was that. I just haven't been feeling too great about how many random girls he follows, and asked him to just follow girls he is friends with. However, he said that he already unfollowed the girls I had a problem with, and the girls he follows don't do that. He said it was too much of me to ask, and too controlling and toxic. He said that I have to trust him, but I just don't think it's necessary for him to follow girls he doesn't know. My therapist agreed with me, but he said she is biased. So am I the antagonist? Edit. No one is forcing him to do anything he can choose not to. I've told him that. I just simply would not be in a relationship though. So you guys can relax with saying that I'm forcing him. I gave him a choice. Edit again. Some of you are too hung up on the ultimatum part. Yes, I gave him an ultimatum. After he drove an hour and a half to my place in the middle of the night and cornered me in my apartment begging me to not break up with him. I said I wouldn't if he unfollowed them, but ultimately if he couldn't, I would have to leave the relationship, as I gave him multiple chances to fix this. In a partnership, having limits and expectations is healthy. He is free to leave if he doesn't abide by those restrictions. Those who stand to gain from you having no boundaries are those who don't want you to have any. It's time to break up with him once more. Comment by team member Taylor. Now for the top comments. This relationship sounds exhausting. I mean, they are 19. Most relationships at that age are. I mean, you've got a point, but I've never been in a relationship where I was policing my partner's Instagram habits. It sounds like neither of you are mature enough to be in a relationship. This right here. Girl, you can't police a guy around. I'm not saying you're insecure, but it sounds like your relationship isn't secure enough for you. You both are just babies, honestly. It'll be a while before you grow out of this and understand social media is just that. You both also have a whole life ahead of you, and honestly will date other people in the future. Most of those men and women are putting up a front on social media. By all means have your standards. But you need to understand you live in a social media based world. If he wanted to cheat or find another girls attractive, he will do that no matter how much you monitor his social media or the girls he follows. He has eyes, for Christ's sake. He can go to a local club or lake and find those girls. No social media necessary. You can't control his every move or what other girls do, but you can control yourself. If you want a guy that won't follow other women, then cool, but those women won't cease to exist because you say so. Don't let this consume you more than it already has. It isn't healthy. It'll just lead you down the road of paranoia and insecurity. But again, learning this will come with time and maturity. This just sounds like you shouldn't be dating him. Or perhaps that she shouldn't be dating anyone. Am I the antagonist for not wanting my GF to use my gym equipment? I decided I don't like driving all the way to gym 4 times a week or sharing equipment with other people. So I decided to spend $4,500 on building myself a home gym. My girlfriend, 5 years, doesn't live with me. She has a key for emergencies. One morning she let herself to use my gym without even checking if I was okay with it. Needless to say, I wasn't okay with this. The whole point was that I didn't want to share a gym with anyone else. She's acting like him tough for not wanting to share my gym with her. But she has a gym membership and it's no further away from her place than my house is. There's no real reason she has to use mine. Am I the antagonist here, or is she for using my gym equipment without even checking with me if I'm okay with it? If Op wants to be in a committed relationship, he must learn to share. She shouldn't be letting herself in without first consulting Op. If the key was only provided to her for emergencies. If you and I had been dating for just 2 months, I might understand. But 2 years? Is she merely a friend with advantages? Comment by team member Jordan. Now for the top comments. Info: do you even know if something happened at her gym? Maybe she got harassed or something. It's no excuse for her letting herself in with the emergency key, but still assuming she had no reason at all seems kinda short-sighted to me. She gets harassed, she told him that's why she wants to use it. I can read. Because of his answer to my comment. People know about it. Why did you get downvotes so much? ESH, she should ask first. And you should say AITA, based on your comment, where you said you know she gets harassed at the gym, but think she needs to suck it up, because you never learned how to share. You're the a-hole. I want to add to the current top comment. Op says his girlfriend gets harassed at the gym and that is why she wants to use his. He dismissed it by saying all women get harassed at the gym. So should that change anything? Yeah, she should have asked. But I think this is important information Op left out. Holy crap. AITA. Dude, I don't want her touching my stuff, so it's okay if my partner gets harassed. You've been together multiple years, and it doesn't sound like you even like her, dude. Why is her reasoning for wanting to work out at home less valid than yours? She should have checked, yeah, but that doesn't make her an asshole. You're just possessive and need to be clear that you don't see a future with her if you're really that salty about it and would rather let her get harassed. And the fact that you didn't mention that in the original post is what makes me say you're a huge fucking asshole. I bet she can dead more than he can. She shouldn't have done it without permission. But if you're serious about a relationship with this person, why are you so uncomfortable sharing it with her? Exactly. Does Op plan on marriage? A lot of sharing happens in relationships, including bodily fluids. You drew the line at sharing the gym? Damn. Am I the antagonist for having my sister in delivery room? Not baby's father. I had my first baby 5 days ago. The father left me when he found out I was pregnant. He didn't want to be involved at first. Towards the end of the pregnancy, he changed his mind and wanted to be active in his son's life. I was concerned that he's gonna change his mind again and let our son down. But I have to give him the chance. When I went into labor, he was called and he turned up. But I didn't want him in there with me. I specifically said I only want my sister, who is like my best friend. He got annoyed about it, but was told by staff to wait out. He was able to see our son afterwards, of course. But he was angry he didn't get to see the delivery. I reminded him. He didn't even want parts of his life not long ago. that me and him are not even friends anymore. So I didn't feel comfortable with him there. He and members of his family are still kicking up a fuss about it. My family are on my side and says he's never been good to me and it's my right. Am I the antagonist? You shouldn't be required to have anyone with you during labor if you don't want them there, because giving birth is a very private experience. He has the power to pick and select who is present when he is shoving a watermelon out of his genitals. But for now, he should shut up. Comment by team member Parker. Now for the top comments. NTA, you were giving birth, not giving a show. You needed a supportive partner there to help calm you so you wouldn't stress and have medical issues. His wants and needs do not trump your medical ones. He sounds selfish and entitled. NTA. Childbirth is not a fucking spectator sport. It is a stressful, painful situation, and only people you feel comfortable with should be in the room. He lost that privilege when he cut and ran. NTA. Giving birth is both a very vulnerable state and can be dangerous for both mother and baby. All attention needs to be on the birth and the mother needs to feel as comfortable and safe as possible. Having your ex in there with you would have been added stress you didn't need. Depending on his behavior, it could even have been dangerous to your health and well-being and the baby's health. He should be thankful you even allowed him to see the baby on the same day after the way he acted. NTA, he hasn't seen you for months. He has not participated in the pregnancy, and he shows up at the hospital expecting to be in the delivery room. Why? I would be uncomfortable too. I think it was great it was you, and your sister and your family is right. Am I the antagonist for taking back my offer to help with my friend's wedding? Last year, my friend Jess, 35F, finally got engaged to the man she's been dating for the past 15 years. We live in a high cost of living city, and Jess' finances have always been very tight. Her wedding budget was $5,000. It's workable, since she works in catering and has connections, and her fiance's family has a house with a big yard. I offered to take pictures for free. I'm an amateur photographer with the basic gear and a background in photojournalism. I'm not going to be hired to shoot for Martha Stewart weddings, but I would have provided some nice pictures. Jess turned me down, citing my lack of a wedding portfolio. I thought that maybe she or her fiance had access to someone with more experience, and I ignored her unusually snotty tone when she said thanks but no thanks. Fast forward to last Thursday. Jess calls me in tears because she does not have a photographer. Neither she nor her fiance know anyone else, and she doesn't want to count on guests' camera photos. She asked if I can take pictures. I was more than happy to do so at the wedding and reception, but she wanted me to shoot the whole day, her getting ready, traveling to the venue, the wedding ceremony, and her fiance leaving the reception. I said I had other commitments that morning, but reiterated that I could show up an hour before the wedding to get some before shots and take photos at the ceremony and reception, including the usual post photos, family, wedding party, etc. She said I could either take photos for the entire day or not bother even coming to the wedding as a guest. She got married this past Saturday. I wasn't there. Am I the antagonist? I expect that you take free shots of the entire event if you don't want to attend the wedding at all. Enjoy your wedding. She seems like the kind of person who would complain about getting free images. So you made the proper decision. Comment by team member Charlie. Now for the top comments. NTA. She just wanted to use you as a last resort. She didn't consider your feelings or life at all. I don't think Jess is a friend to you. NTA. You know now where you stand. Do the whole day for free or not at all. Wow. Congratulations for standing up for yourself. Just think of the lack of gratitude and criticism of the pictures you would have taken. You dodged a bullet. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I understand this correctly. So you offered to do her whole wedding for free and she said no, only to call last minute and demand you come and work a full day. Worst yet, when you offer to do your best, she rescinds the invitation to the wedding because your insanely free offer isn't good enough. Yeah, this isn't a rater question. This is a why the fuck was this person considered a friend to begin with question. Not the a-hole. And please get better friends. You seem like you deserve some great ones. r/choosing beggars. NTA. She looked a gift horse in the mouth. Am I the antagonist for going to a different hotel during my vacation with my husband? It's our first real vacation since 2020 and my first with just my husband, and in over 10 years. Our daughter Annie, 17, was left home alone. For some reason recently Annie can do no right in hubby's eyes. Dress, music, chores. He has deemed her irresponsible. It farthest from the truth. She has a summer job and makes good grades. She's in fact kinda a hermit for her age. Unknown to me, my husband set the hot water heater to refill only once a day while we are gone. Annie did some dishes and laundry. She took a shower and the water was cold. She was upset and thought it broke and called us panicking. My husband yelled into her for wasting our hot water and telling her how irresponsible she was, enough to make her cry. I got madder than I ever have in this marriage and basically said most parents would love to have a 17-year-old like Annie. We argued and screamed all night. So next day I left the resort to a little hotel down the street. My husband has been trying to call me and I told Annie to block her father and don't pay attention to him. My husband is mad about the wasted money on this vacation, but I can't stand to even look at him over an argument over something so stupid and preventable. What an idiot. I hope your daughter doesn't believe this is how males should treat women as they grow up. Your husband despises your daughter so much that he created an incident to give him a reason to treat her badly. This is extremely compulsive and harmful behavior. Comment by team member Charlie. Now for the top comments. NTA. Let me get this straight. Your husband is mad because the daughter who was home alone washed dishes, did laundry, and took a shower. My mom would have jumped up and down if I washed dishes and did laundry as a 17 years old home alone. That's fucking nuts. You're absolutely not the a-hole. Your daughter seems awesome and your husband needs help or something. You are awesome for standing up for your daughter like that. Yeah, I'm a 16-year-old and I've never in my life gotten yelled at for doing my chores. Your daughter's dad sounds like a bully parent. NTA. Your husband sees your daughter as unworthy of even having hot water. Less than. This can't be the only instance he's treated her awfully. It's time to protect your daughter and put your foot down. He sees nothing wrong with his behavior. Either he needs therapy or you need to do more than leave him just for the vacation. This can't be the only instance he's treated her awfully. Yeah. You need to talk to your daughter and find out what he's been doing when he thought or demanded you wouldn't find out.